It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know him. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Wolf, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
The King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The king took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Left none living, unable to tell. The king took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the king. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The king is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the king. On your knees for the king. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Hey, Graveyard Shift 2 was really, really good. It's one of my favorite Comicsgate books that I've ever read. I really, really enjoyed it. I keep saying that. I didn't realize how much I liked Mark Poulton's writing. but I do. He writes a pretty good action superhero yarn. I'm tempted to check out his other project, which looks Sea Dog. It looks pretty cool as well. Codename Kill Switch.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running up my street, and you ran so fast. I was taken by the flash. Then you came and brought me here. You locked me here. You locked me in your basement. And you told me you loved me. And I said I loved you too. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be all I taken by the flash. My mother and my father, they both warned me when they said you were unstable. But your jawline and your brown eyes, they were more than I could take. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Now we both gone missing and we're kissing till the police come to find us. Is it wrong that I like it and I don't wanna go back home? And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be all now taken by the flash. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here,
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, good old TMC, Mark Poulton. And this is the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club, episode 55. Today we're talking Hatchet II. I got Dexter Weeks with me. What's up, Dex?
What's going on? I made it this week, Mark.
Good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Also joining us, he escaped the Flash. We got Enrico Botta with us. What's up, Enrico?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up?
Flash.
And guys, the chat's in for a real treat. Joining us, Chris Graves.
The man, the myth.
Oh, what's going on?
I was pretty confident you were going to show up today, Chris. We were at the gym today. I flex, but I don't want to embarrass you or anything. But
Yeah, appreciate you.
Man, of the people.
I wasn't confident I was going to make it, but I'm glad I'm here. You know.
Yeah. As you said in the chat, what movie are we watching today? We're talking Hatchet 2, and I know you saw it because when we discussed Hatchet 1, you were talking about Hatchet 2. In the beginning, I was like, Chris, you're talking about the sequel.
Yeah.
Well, how many are there, Mark? You said there's four.
Yeah, so there's Hatchet 1 through 3,
Okay.
and then there's Victor Crowley.
Gotcha.
So 1 through 3 run in order, like where 1 ends, 2 picks up, where 2 ends, 3 picks up. But then Victor Crowley is like 10 years after the fact.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I already have it scheduled. We're watching Hatchet 3 next week. So
Oh boy.
yeah.
Mark likes these flicks, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. 1 was fantastic. But first, let's say hello to the.
One. I have to admit, I did enjoy the first.
Yeah. So. Let's say hello to the chat. Of course, first man in. Yeah, Ice Pick Mark Pengrin. That's where I get all my Hatchet news from. Mark Pengrin. He says better late than never. TMC. That's because I shared the movie link maybe afternoon today, but I already got the link for next week's show up. So
there you go.
It's on you. If you forget to watch Hatchet 3, that's on you because the show's already scheduled. Amanda B likes to complain, but she won't be complaining this week because she said she's not going to be here. But yeah, she says I don't share the movies early enough. So Hatchet 3, guys. Next week we'll watch the trailer at the end of the show. Got Mike McMahon in the house. What's up, Mike? Hatchet.
Eminem.
Yeah. Mike, the artist of U.S. Assassin 4 Dogs of War. I was on Shane Davis's channel this past Wednesday talking U.S. Assassin. Raised close to $1,000. So thank you, Shane Davis, for having me on.
Very cool.
We got Dexter Weeks in the house. Chicken, gravy, and biscuits. He's that's a Vernon's line, right? Vernon was the maybe the I don't know if the most likable, but maybe he was the comedy relief. Yeah. You got Sheldon Martin in the house. What's up, Sheldon?
Sheldon.
Yo.
Hey.
There he is. Chris Graves. What movie did we watch again?
Let's hope I remember some.
Yeah. Sheldon says, is that about an egg that needs to be hatched? Hatchet. Yeah, he's Hatchet.
Hatchet.
Yeah. Before we get into the movie talk, though, how's everyone been? What's everyone been up to? Dexter Weeks?
Just busy doing home projects. Should be doing art, but I got stuck remodeling our kitchen for a while, so that's taking up a lot of my time. But try to work as much art as I can as possible. So starting to catch up.
You have a campaign coming up. I'm going to share it real quick. Beast of Blood. I'm putting together a campaign page for you. This book's all done, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's all ready to go, ready for print. We're just going to fire up the Indiegogo soon. So,
guys, if you like, big-breasted women and gore, this book's for you. I put the page together. I actually had a problem finding suitable pages to post. This is mature audiences only.
Indeed, definitely.
How hardcore does it go there, Dex?
Pretty hardcore. Steve went crazy with it. So, well, we're working with like I said, with Brian Usna and our other friend Dave Shearing, and they're very into the hardcore horror gore.
I mean, isn't that like common for those horror films that were shot in the Philippines back in the day?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're definitely using the lore and everything from all
Uh-huh.
of that stuff. So like all the monsters are from their lore, which is pretty cool.
You saying this is a Philippine thing?
Yeah, actually, kind of, yeah. It's based in the Philippines. We got like some natives in there, if you will.
Oh shit!
You would like it, Chris.
It's wild, Chris. It's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some beautiful paintings available in this campaign by Steve, though.
Steve,
Some of them are
Yeah, it's incredible. The artwork's incredible. I mean, Steve and Dex are 2/3 of the Koni Waves team. So if you're a fan of the original Koni Waves back in the day, there's a good chance you're going to like this. Steve draws beautiful women, and Dex colored the hell out of them. It looks beautiful. So I think you guys are going to love it, especially the audience of the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah, this shot right here is fucking. I love the rendering and just the color palette on this. This is awesome.
What about the cropping of it? I cropped that.
Oh yeah, you fucking nailed it. Ingenious.
The fulfillment king, baby.
Steve, so like
fulfillment crop.
Yeah, I showed Steve this, and he was like, I was like, this is how I had to crop it, and he didn't care like how it was cropped. He was just happy that the decapitated head was in it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's the beast. So the beast.
Yeah, sign up for Beast of Blood, Blood Island graphic novel, guys. 48 pages, Dex?
I believe so. Yes, there'll be
48 pages. Yeah, there'll be a black and white edition, and there'll also be an art of book as well.
Correct.
And when are you guys planning on launching?
Hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
That's our plan. So
sounds good.
Yeah, just stay tuned, everybody. So,
what about you, Enrico? What do you got? What have you been up to?
I'm just recovering from last night, man.
What happened last night?
A rough Saturday.
You watched Hatchet II?
I did watch Hatchet II, but also I went into Philly and we went to this like Star Wars burlesque show.
Oh yeah, I saw the ads for that. Yeah,
called The Empire Strips Back.
And
then after
awesome.
that, to this place called Spin, and we drank and played ping pong all night. So,
nice.
Yeah, it was
That was
cool.
a good time.
But Empire Strips Back is a fun show, man. Really, really great. They have all the costumes and really great dancers and stuff, man. They do the burlesque strip tease, but they're all dressed up like Star Wars. Each section is a different like character.
Did you did you make it rain? Yeah, did you make it rain up there?
No, I didn't make it rain.
No.
Uh-oh.
Freezing up there. I guess
yeah.
Burlesque Star Wars talk, I guess.
Yeah. Chris,
wait, did I freeze?
Yeah,
a little
you're
bit.
frozen.
Freeze.
Yep. You're unfrozen now.
I'm unfrozen now. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, what have you been up to?
I'm not doing jack shit, man. Yeah, just finishing pages.
I was talking you up on Shane Davis's channel. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't, but it's about time.
Yeah,
give me my due.
I mean, that's how people don't know. That's how I pay my artists with
compliments.
Yeah. It's exposure. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate
it. You're good for the next volume of Writhe Payne now.
Yeah, I'm covered. No, man, just finishing pages for Shane, and getting ready to start cracking down on Writhe Payne too, man.
Oh, perfect segue. Speaking of Writhe Payne 2, sign up, guys. Launching in September. Chris has shown me some layouts. I think the book's going to be. I think we're going to outdo book 1.
Yeah, 100%, man. We're like, Mark's upped, some of the scope of some of our shots that we're doing. We're going to have the second chance. It just, what we were talking about. So I did a lot of digital last time on Writhe Payne 1 because my main concern was I just wanted to make sure I got it out because I had like a time frame as far as like what my availability to be able to do it was going to be. So this time, I have a lot more time. So I want to do everything traditional pencils, traditional inks, because I just think the work feels better and has more weight to it. Something we were discussing before, Enrico and Dex and I. And I think our goal here is to really up the level of the book. Everything from the art, the story. Mark's already killing that. I got to bring the art part. Even talking to our colorists, we want to up the ante on this. So that's what we're trying to do with Writhe Payne too.
Yeah, can't
excited,
wait.
We're fucking stoked.
Can't wait.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. We got Maromi in the chat. What's up, Maromi? Thanks for joining us. Mark Pengren says it's a trilogy, talking about Hatchet.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Missy Payne also will probably be a trilogy and more.
Missy Duran in the chat. What's up? Thanks for watching, Missy. Missy watched Hatchet 2 with me.
Poor thing.
she did not.
You guys are laying some hints here. I don't know.
Cliffhanger and
jabs out.
Mark Pengren says Shane Davis pulled up Robert Frank's Twitter on Ballers and kept calling him Rob Liefeld. Graves didn't correct him.
I don't know what I forget. I was drinking a little bit, right? Yeah, shocker. But I don't even know how we got into that part. I'll have to rewatch it. But I just remember him saying Liefeld, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, is there an inside joke that I'm fucking missing?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just kind of going with it, man.
Yeah, dude, I could see how that could happen for sure.
I subscribe to Texas Mofo's channel, and he clips like Shane's channel, and I haven't watched it yet, but it said, Shane Ballers watch Rob Liefeld's dating advice, and I'm like, what does Rob have to say about dating?
And I think, like I said, a little hazy. I think it's some like crazy shit. So like you're like, what the fuck? Rob Liefeld said this. He's saying Liefeld the whole time, and he's just talking out of pocket, man. It's great.
Oh shit.
No, I love Shane. When I was on his show, he just got up and left, and because he got a package of toys in. So I took over the show and interviewed Von Klaus for like 20 minutes. But Shane got in some miniature Godzilla chess pieces. He was all about it, man.
Yeah, I caught that. That was funny. Yeah, no, good job by you, though, man.
Oh, thank
you. You can see there's like a silence there. You and Vaughn are kind of like.
I was like, oh, this could be bad. I better take over.
Mark's a pro. You're a pro.
Oh, he's a pro, man. Like
I'm a better host than I am a guest, so I just took over. Maromi says, kind of Reanimator.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sheldon says mature crap. Hopefully that just means over 18.
Pretty much.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Missy Duran says, I keep seeing those ads. Worth it. What ads were those?
What, Beast of Blood? Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, of course. Come on. You don't want to support Dex? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what ads.
Maromi says, I heard about that. It was in Atlanta earlier this year. What
that might be
talking
Star
about?
Wars, the Star Wars burlesque.
Oh, the burlesque. Star Wars burlesque.
Back up there with the chat. Yeah, the Star Wars thing.
Did you go with your wife, Enrico, or
what's that?
Did you go with your wife?
Yeah, I went with my wife. And
did she enjoy it, or?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
It was like her idea, basically.
Nice.
It was killer.
Penguin says that the show comes there a couple times a year, but he never went.
It's
Mark.
The Job of the Hutt scene was
right.
Great.
Yeah.
But there was a Job of the Hutt scene, and all the you got the uncompensated worker Leia there is what they call her there.
Right.
They don't call her slave Leia; they call her uncompensated worker Leia. They got her, and they got all like the people around, all the other creatures and stuff, and then they got she got the chains and everything, and they have a huge like life-size Jabba.
Cool.
Oh man, great! And my wife turns to me, Sarah. She's like, this is really well done. It was though.
Yeah.
It was good.
Was there a Sarlicious crumb there too?
Sure was, man.
All right.
He totally got the chicken breast right in the face.
Nice.
Sheldon says Poulton did all the crop tops for Beast of Blood Island page, or cropped all the tops. Yeah, pretty much. And he says, "Sweet, the first Writhe Payne is a fun comic. I still flip through it to look at the art." Thank you, Sheldon.
Oh yeah, it's top notch, man. Top notch.
One last thing before we get into Hatchet 2. Guys, sign up for US or not sign up. Go back, US Assassin. It's live on Indiegogo. We're over 11,000 combined on Fund My Comic and in my Indiegogo. What am I talking about? Jeez. But Mike's killing it on the artwork. 50-some pages into it already of a 72-page book. Two new covers to choose from over on Indiegogo. We got the where is it? We got the U.S. Assassin cover by John Stinsman, and then the Roddy Piper cover by Stinsman as well. Go check it out, U.S. Assassin. And for more U.S. Assassin, go sign up for American Ninja X for that U.S. Assassin action figure. He also appears in the comic book that I'm writing. Mike McMahon doing a cover for it. And Mike's cover, man, I'm Mike's biggest fan, but this cover may be his best piece of artwork ever. It's fantastic.
Nice.
So I can't wait for people to see that. Go sign up. Launching, I think, end of August. So you can get American Ninja figure, you can get U.S. Assassin figure, you can get them both, and I believe you'll get like an extra surprise with those two figures. Plus, there's a comic book, and I'm sure there'll be some other goodies. So go sign up. All right. Hatchet 2. Hatchet 1, I absolutely loved it. I think I even said it's maybe my favorite movie we've watched so far here. You know, surpassing Hellfest, surpassing Maidroid. Hatchet was well. I mean, Maidroid hits a little different, so it's really not fair to
right in the gonads.
Yeah,
but Hatchet, man, what I loved about it, it was just nonstop. Like once they got on that boat, it just like never let up. They were on the run the entire time. Hatchet 2 picks up right where Hatchet 1 ends, where the girl who's now been recast by Danielle Harris from Halloween 4.
Plus.
Yeah. So I looked into that, why she was recast. The original actress apparently was tough to deal with. So Adam Green was like, I have this plan to be 3 movies. Do I want to continue dealing with her, or do I want to go in a different direction? And he chose to go in a different direction and hired Danielle Harris.
Not mad.
So it picks up. They recreate the scene from the ending where Hatchet has Danielle Harris off the side of the boat, and she escapes, and she's rescued by a fisherman or a gator hunter or whatever, and he takes her back to his shack. And he's like talking to her, and then he finds out whose daughter she is. And he was like, "What? Get out of here, or I'm going to kill you."
He's like, "I can't be talking to you." I love when he gets like, "Here, drink this. It's nice and warm." And like in the first movie, when you first see that guy, right, he drinks his own pee. Isn't that what
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, Mark,
wasn't he drinking out of like a piss container or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark. I upset Mark. He said, whoa, let's not talk crazy talk. Oh, what? That I love it more than Maidroid, or that
Ice pick, don't start your shit.
Yeah. So he tells her to get lost because he doesn't want to upset Victor Crowley. He knows about the legends. He doesn't understand why anyone goes into the swamps once you get to that point where you're not allowed. And sure enough, Victor Crowley shows up and kills him. Danielle Harris's character makes it back to town. She's told to see Reverend Zombie, played by Tony Todd, returning from the first movie.
Candyman.
Candyman. Oh yeah. He's upset about Maidroid. Look, Maidroid is on a different level than these other movies. That movie's near and dear to my heart.
Near and dear to something, bro.
Yeah. So Daniel Harris says, I was told to see you. You'll take me back to the swamps. Victor Crowley killed my family. And he's like, what? And she explains who she is. And so he tells her the deal. Her father is one of the kids who set Victor Crowley's house on fire. And that's why Victor Crowley killed him. And that's why no one will like go near her, because they feel that she's cursed because she's related to one of Victor Crowley's killers. There's 2 other kids with him, and that'll play a part later on. But he eventually is like, oh, you know what? Come back here later. We'll go out, because he's seeing money. He's like, oh, I need to get my boat back, because he owned that boat that went out in the first movie that didn't come back. And 2, if they kill Victor Crowley, he has that swamp to himself. Mm-hmm. He's not even 100% sure that Victor Crowley exists. So Danielle Harris goes home. She calls up her uncle. Her uncle comes to check on her, and she explains, like, we're going to kill Victor Crowley. And he's like, the hell we are. We're not going anywhere near that. He's just an urban legend. Let's go to the police. And she was like, oh, okay, we'll go to the police, but I just need an hour to rest. I said to Misty, why didn't you just go to the police right off the bat? But she wants revenge. She doesn't really want her she says she wants to bring her dad and brother's bodies back, to give them a proper burial, but she wants revenge. I mean, that's why she went out on the boat the first time. It seemed like she wanted to like find out what the deal was.
She wants justice. She wants to get in. She wants to get dirty.
Yeah. So she sneaks off and goes back to Reverend Zombie's place. Her uncle eventually, realizes where she goes, and he meets her there. And Reverend Zombie, calls in all these people offering $500 if they come out to help him retrieve his boat. And then he says, I'll also give $5,000 to anyone who brings me Victor Crowley's head. And he says, a lot of people just, as soon as they hear the name Victor Crowley, they get up and they walk out the door. There's few people left, and they decide to stay because half of them don't even think Victor Crowley's real, and the other are like $5,000 is $5,000. One guy who does get up and leave is this like older guy, and Tony Todd convinces him to stay. And he's like, you're the best shot I have. I need you here. And it turns out that guy is one of the kids who was with the dad,
Robert Englund.
Yeah, Robert Englund, that set the house on fire.
And Tony said he would have been there too if he wasn't such a coward. He wouldn't go out and play with the big boys.
So also the tour guide from the first one, he has a twin brother who is in
that's lazy writing, Mark. Lazy writing.
Yeah,
I love that they brought him back too. Because when I first saw him, I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm
like, he croak?
Come on, he worked in Beer Fest. What the fuck?
From the Highlands of Scotland, you know what I mean?
So his twin brother is here, and he works for Tony Todd, and he's like, is my brother Sean alive? Is he okay? And Tony Todd's like, oh, we don't know. We're going to go out. We're going to rescue him. So they head out on the boat. They get to the spot where they have to be. They take 2 boats out, and they split up. Tony Todd goes with his his coworker and the old guy that was one of the kids that killed Victor Crowley, Danielle Harris and her uncle, and then other guys split up. There's this guy Vernon who's like the comic relief. He ends up with the guy who doesn't talk. There's a guy who's there whose ex-girlfriend joins too, and she's just trying to get the guy back. So there's a lot of little other stories going on. Mark says the uncle is Tom Holland, director of Fright Night and some Stephen King films, and he wrote Child's Play.
That's right.
Isn't Tom Holland the new Spider-Man?
Yeah, he looked a lot younger in the Spider-Man movies.
The other Tom Holland. Yeah.
Yo, can I digress for just? I just want to say
Yeah.
one thing. Speaking of Spider-Man, Nick Cage as Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's worth it.
Oh.
That's worth a discussion.
Fucking A, man.
Dude, Nick Cage is killing it. I don't know if you guys see.
Well, he plays him in. I'm sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
I don't know. Like the last 5 movies that Nick Cage has done is just phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah, and I want to see this Long Legs one too.
It's
I'm digressing. Let's get back.
I know, we're digressing.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, but Nick Cage did the the voice to Noir in the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
doing
love
live
it, man.
action now too, which is like badass. Yeah,
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
I'm
get
excited
some.
for that.
Oh, I just wanted to go back to a part at the beginning of the film, the alligator hunter that saved Danielle Harris at the beginning. He also like retrieved stuff from the scene, and one of them is the VHS camera that the guy who said he was filming Bayou Beavers too, and he's going through the footage.
Yeah, that was a little creepy, man. A little creepy.
It was a little creepy, but the one was funny, man. He's like, don't the one girl like, on the bed, she's like nude. She's like, don't I know you from somewhere? Like, weren't you my old like history teacher or something?
Yeah.
Wasn't the one girl saying something? She was like only 14 or something.
Yeah, and he
Well, that
kept
was
chasing after her. Yeah, that was the
little
creepy part.
A little creepy.
And then the
Fucking
2 girls
Hollywood
from the first one, reappeared in that footage as well.
Right.
Mark says a new Nick Cage movie dropped on Shudder this weekend. I think it's called Arcadia.
Yeah, I already saw. I saw it weeks ago, but yeah, that was pretty good too. I'm telling you, Nick Cage is killing it, man.
Oh, dude, I always love Nick Cage. Good stuff.
So all the people that go out on the boat, they split up. This one guy's like, screw this, I'm not looking for Victor Crowley. He doesn't exist. I'm gonna go kill me a gator. And he brings this one guy with him, and they're shooting at gators in the river. And they hear something. Of course, it's Victor Crowley. He kills those 2 guys.
Right? Then he chainsaw him.
He chainsaws Vernon and the quiet guy. They hear something and they start looking around, and Victor Crowley comes out with maybe this like 48-inch chainsaw.
The longest chainsaw I ever saw.
Yeah, probably longer. It's probably like 7 feet long, and he like right through the legs of both of them, lifts them both up with the chainsaw, cuts them in half. No one hears like all these gunshots or anything. Then we have the couple that's ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. They start talking, and then they start kissing, and next thing you know, they're having sex in the middle of the woods, and the girlfriend's like, tell me you love me. Tell me you love me more than chocolate ice cream. All this crazy stuff. And of course, Victor Crowley comes up from behind and beheads the guy. And the girl's like, what's going on? Why are you stopping? And she turns around, and Victor Crowley's behind her, and he gives her, Chris, you're going to love this, gives her a hatchet wound. Right. I was like, Chris Graves wrote this.
Oh shit.
So now we're down to like our main people, and I guess that's when they start hearing the shots. They went to Victor Crowley's house because that's where Danielle Harris saw the bodies in the first movie, her character. But they're not there. They're not in the shed anymore. So she's like, let's go inside. So it's her uncle, Tony Todd, the older guy, and Tony Todd's coworker. Tony Todd's coworker is scared. He pees himself, tells him to take Danielle Harris, go hide. They hide in a room. Hatchet ends up, Danielle Harris ends up leaving the guy. She wants to go back and help the others. And the guy hides in a closet. And of course, Victor Crowley's in there. He throws a hatchet at the worker right in the back, and then he takes out his sander and starts sanding the back of his head. Everyone like springs into action. The old guy, the old guy who's one of the kids, he goes and he puts up a hell of a fight against Victor Crowley.
Yeah. Did we miss the one guy that? Is it before or after that the one guy he kills him with the rudder of the boat?
Oh yeah, that was one of the guys who was hunting gators.
No, that's that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he also one kill that we said that he killed the guy at the beginning that saved Danielle Harris, but he reached in and pulled out his intestines, and the guy started running away. The intestines are just keep coming out of his stomach.
As I watched that, I wondered if Missy had to comment on that, if she was watching.
If it was real.
Yeah,
Missy, for real.
Yeah, Missy comments on the accuracy of like all the
Sure.
kills.
It was probably pig intestine, so it wasn't human intestine.
Yeah. But anyway, so that old guy, he puts up a good fight against Victor Crowley, but he ends up dying, and Tony Todd grabs Danielle Harris and is like, let's get out of here, leaving her uncle. And he's like, he explains like he was the third guy there that burned Victor Crowley. It was, Robert Englund, his brother, and that old guy. So he feels like if Victor Crowley kills those three, he'll disappear. The curse will be over, because they believe Victor Crowley is like a ghost who just keeps living the same night over and over. That's why, and it makes sense, because in the first one, he was burnt to a crisp. And in this one, he's back to normal with long hair. Like, he's not burnt. He's not, doesn't have any of the injuries besides the initial, like, axe through the head.
She gives him the axe right through the head too, right in the sling.
Eventually, yeah. But do you think? I don't know. Like, I felt like he wasn't as scary as like the first time you see him.
No, he looked more like Sloth, I think, from Goonies than
they tried to do more with the makeup this time. I think they tried to make him look.
I feel like it would have looked better if they kept him burnt. Like,
I didn't like the change up, but yeah.
By the way, we have 56 people watching on X and YouTube. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.
Smart, awesome individuals.
Hit the notifications. We're here every Sunday talking horror movies that you can watch for free on Tubi. Missy says he must have mad megacolon. They were not small intestines. Had to be a colon.
That's Martin. Megacolon.
Had, not mad.
Right. They just kept on going.
So the uncle's like begging, don't leave me. And then all of a sudden he was like, put up his dukes and was like, all right, let's go, Victor.
He's like, let's go, Hatchet face, like,
yeah.
I think one of these dudes played Leatherface. You gotta have to ask Ice Pick. I could have sworn one of the older guys was played like
possibly.
Possibly like remake Leatherface, or
I'm not sure. Like maybe one of the there's 4 or 5 chainsaws.
I mean, Adam Green likes putting like Scream icons in his films.
Ice Pick would know.
So Tony Todd drags Danielle Harris out of the house while her uncle's getting killed, and he explains like, I'm saving you. Once he kills your uncle, your curse is over. And she's like, yeah, there's just one thing. He's not my biological uncle. I just call him uncle. He's my dad's best friend. My real uncle died 20 years ago from leukemia.
Right.
And Tony Todd's like, oh, what the hell? And of course, Victor Crowley comes busting out of the house, and he I'll give Tony Todd credit. He like throws the gun down and he starts he goes after
work, man.
Yeah. And here's the thing, man. Like, Tony Todd is the same size, maybe bigger than Hatchet. Hatchet, the thing that was awesome about the first one is he's so imposing. In this one, like, these older guys are giving him a hard time in the fights. That he kind of loses his mystique in this one, I feel.
A little bit, yeah. But he ends up taking care of Tony Todd. So
yeah, and then Danielle Harris comes in with the hatchet to the head.
Glaze over how he takes care of Tony Todd.
Yeah,
yeah. Real quick about Tony Todd, I didn't realize how big a guy he was until that scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I seen him in Candyman and all that shit, but it wasn't because I think the guy playing Hatchet's a fucking big guy, and then you see the two together, you're like, holy shit, he's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he picked me up by my neck.
Yeah, he almost killed me, Mark.
Yeah.
So beware if you try to meet him, man. He's gonna, really.
Sheldon says Hatchet's only weakness, old men. Pretty much, yeah. So I forget, how does he kill Tony Todd?
He cuts him in half, like half his body, and then he holds him upside down.
Oh, and then
he cuts him in half.
Right.
He steps on his back.
Right.
He reaches down and grabs the base of his spine that's protruding out of his torso, and he rips his entire body out of his skin.
Yeah.
So like a skinless torso.
Like
it was like a Mortal Kombat level shit.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Or Hellraiser throwback.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. So he kills Tony Todd, and then Danielle Harris comes in with the hatchet right to the face, and she doesn't stop. She just keeps like chopping him in the face, and then when she's done, you see his fingers start twitching like he's reaching for the hatchet. She shows up with the shotgun, puts the shotgun into the open head, and just like blows it up.
And then it fades to black, and that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't fade to black; it cuts to black, and that's it. That's the other abrupt ending. You know what? I would be okay if, in the mythology of this, that is the only way to kill him, is to like meet that hatchet wound up with another hatchet, like
right.
But I don't think that's the case at all. He obviously is coming back in the next one.
Maromi says, I think that's a Wishmaster kill.
I think it's a good one. Yeah, he's right.
So there's some great kills in this, but man, we were 50 minutes in before this, like anything happened in this movie. Missy and I were paying attention, and we couldn't believe it moved by quickly, but we were like, wait a minute, this movie's almost over and nothing happened. Like, the thing that was so great about the first Hatchet was once they got on that boat, like,
it was nonstop.
It was berserk, and they were always on the run from him. This one, the last like 20 minutes, 25 minutes is action, and you have 50 minutes of like, just build up. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it all sounds good on paper, Mark, right? I mean, like on paper, it's like, oh, this should be. My beef with it is I'm not sure where it's supposed to go. Like, is it a comedy? Is it just like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of comedic elements in it.
I think it's
I didn't think he was scared.
Yeah.
All the scare factor. It was just some kills,
Mark wants me to say, don't forget about that Frozen girl cameo. Yes, when they're at Reverend Zombies on the news, is the girl from Frozen talking about surviving, being stuck on that ski lift. So this is part of
the tie-in.
Right.
Yeah. It's part of the same universe, which is pretty cool. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, so I would say this is like over the top, almost horror comedy.
Yeah.
Which I love, but man, this one it took a while to get into it. And I didn't think, it also didn't look as good, in my opinion, as the first one.
Cheap. Yeah. Like the special effects and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they changed up Victor Crowley. Not for the best, but I don't know. Maybe it's just
see where they go with number 3. I guess that's where we're headed.
So I saw. So for some reason I watched Hatchet 3 without seeing the other ones way back in the day because my buddy Jason Trost was in it.
It's so like Chris like watches the second one before the first one.
Well, no, I think I saw the first one. I forgot. Yeah.
It all blends in, I guess.
Yeah.
So I remember
one hatchet wound. You've seen them all. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Without watching the first 2, I remember I really liked 3. So I think I have a good feeling about 3. I feel like it's more in tune with 1, but we'll see when I do the rewatch. Mark says, also, Sean Ashmore had a cameo as a fisherman killed by Victor Crowley at the beginning. Yeah, Sean Ashmore is in Frozen, Adam Green's other movie, and he is the fisherman whose face is sliced off at the beginning.
Oh, cool.
So you see inside his head.
We were talking about like what kind of movie, like I and not the same quality, like I get it, but like Return of the Living Dead. Just like that cheesy. There's like a lot of laughs and like silly shit, but has its moments of.
Yeah, I forgot how good Return of the Living Dead was until we rewatched it.
That's up there like with The Thing with me, like top 1 and 2.
It's up there with Hellfest and Maydroid.
Yeah, for you definitely, but like for me, who likes like quality movies,
Oh, okay.
I like The Thing and Tremors, and then Return of the
Oh,
Dead.
Tremors is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
So Missy wants us to talk about the movie Hereditary. Her son picked this out. He said it was on Tubi, but it's no longer on Tubi anymore. We were going to originally watch that next week, but it's no longer on Tubi, so we're going with Hatchet 3. But Missy,
HBO Max, if you guys want to check it out.
yeah, Missy and our chases, we both, all four of us watched it, and man, what a great movie! Until, in my opinion, until the end. Like I just found, no, the ending was just like so lackluster. I thought you liked it.
This is my top 5 horror movies of all time. Yeah.
Really?
That movie is great, man.
That's Toni Collette.
Oh, okay.
And Gabriel Byrne, I believe.
Dex, who's the chick? What, like, she's like Phoenix from the original X-Men. I forget her fucking name. But she's the mom.
No, it's not her. It's
That's not
Toni
her.
Collette.
I thought it was her.
It's the mom from Sixth Sense, right? Toni Collette. Yeah.
Oh, dude, she is so fucking good. That scene where they're at the table and they're talking about like, oh my
She
god,
won an Oscar. I mean, it's Oscar worthy. You know, her acting. I mean, I'm telling Mark, you got to rewatch it again. I mean,
and the beginning.
I thought the movie was great, and I was so into it. The ending, I was like, nudging Missy. I was like, this is insane. And then the ending, I was just like, wah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Another slow, it's more just about the feel and the vibe of the movie. Like you can cut the tension. Is like I think it's called Midsummer or whatever that is.
Oh yeah,
that's another good flick, man.
What's
A24, they just put them out, man.
What was the kid from the main the son? He was in something.
Well, he's in Monkey Man. He's in not Jurassic or Jumanji. He's in Jumanji.
Oh, Jumanji, yeah,
that's it. He's Monkey Man. Yeah, so.
Sheldon says Toni Collette was also in the Fright Night remake.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, was that Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell, yeah. Right. She's a great actress. Great actress, man.
In the house, he says Yellow Brick Road from about 2010 is on Tubi. Kind of is interesting and creepy. I'll have to check it out. Maybe we'll watch it in the upcoming week. Yeah. Nosferatu this Christmas, says Maromi.
Merry Christmas. I'll be there. I'll be there, Mark.
So everyone here has seen Hereditary and loves it?
It's my top 5, yeah.
I don't know if it's top 5 for me, but it's definitely a great fucking movie. I don't know. Like, did you like The Witch too, Dex?
It was okay, yeah. I mean,
I like those. I don't know. You just get that like eerie sense of like dread through the whole fucking movie.
Exactly.
I like this. Yeah.
But Hereditary is one of those movies, like the more you dive into it, dive deeper, it gets better and better. I mean, it's just, I don't know, just one of those movies that just stick with you for a while and you just,
Mark says A24 has a new horror movie with Hugh Grant as a killer that looks nuts.
Yeah, that does look good.
Maromi is with me. He says Hereditary was okay. But I thought it was fantastic until the ending. I just thought that the spoilers, guys, this weird cult was just kind of a letdown. I wanted it to be something, I don't know, more. Mark says he still hasn't seen it. I mean, it's worth watching. Maybe you'll like it more. We seem to be on the same page as far as movies. So I would be interested to hear what you think of it, Mark.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, but, you already told him what you thought, so now he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, lackluster ending. That stinks."
He'll be like TMC right again. But so that was the movie we were going to watch, but since it's no longer available on Tubi, we're going to watch Hatchet 3, and we're going to finish the Thrillology. Here's the trailer now. Takes place moments after the part 2.
Is it the same director, Mark?
I think it's Adam Green Presents, so I don't think he's directing it. Yeah.
I killed him. I killed him. I killed him.
Let me see if I got this straight. A ghost wiped out everyone in front of you. How many bodies you say there were?
20, 30. Crowley killed them all.
Best you got for me? Some kind of urban legend?
I'm telling you the truth.
Whether you want to believe it or not, this has Victor Crowley written all over it.
What the hell did this?
You still think he's dead?
Killed him.
These are somebody's balls. Balls must be hanging from trees. That guy knows what's up. If we don't leave right this second, nobody's gonna be alive tomorrow.
Missy, we're going to defer to you to make sure they're anatomically correct. You know,
Make sure those
these
testicles
balls that are spiked to a fucking tree.
Man, so I don't know. This looks. I seen it, and I think this one looks great. I think it looks way better than 2, and more on par with 1. So we'll find out. But man, I'm excited to watch it.
I'm such an art nerd, like because I look at things. I love the fucking silhouette of this fucking guy. The like the hair, the way, dude, he is fucking just a cool ass character. Like the contrast between how big he is and how small the people are that he goes against. It's awesome, man. He's just a great guy.
Well, that's part of the problem with 2. He was up against people his same size, and Tony Todd, and
get you.
And maybe see less of, like make him scary. Like he doesn't seem to be scary anymore. But like Chris was saying, like that. When you see like the silhouette of him with the light behind him, and that makes him more scary. That's all I'm asking.
Missy says, "I won't let you down. I know balls." Okay.
Got it, girl.
But man, that'll do it this week for the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club. Dex, where can people follow you at?
Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram and Dexter Weeks 6975, on Twitter Dexter_art. And Facebook, you can just look up Dexter Weeks. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll be posting up my new book I'm working on, Beast of Blood, and I'm always posting up new artwork and commissions. So
I just dropped the link again in the chat. Make sure you sign up for it. You'll have a tier with an exclusive trading card. So make sure you sign up. Enrico, where can people find you at?
Enrico Botta on Instagram and on X, and on YouTube also.
And that SpawnCon footage coming very soon to YouTube.
Very soon. Right? You know what? I actually worked on it, and I went over it, and yeah, man, it's okay. The build up to this is not.
I'm excited just to see the haunted attraction stuff.
Yeah.
What's crazy? It's almost time for another haunted attraction. We need to do like a group trip and go through one. And I got my spy glasses. I can wear them and film everything.
That'll be good.
Chris, where can people find you at?
Yeah, the Grave _ site on X, and Chris _ Graves art, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, Chris Graves. And check, sign up for Writhe Payne too. I think this is going to be Mark and I some of our best stuff.
Yeah, and you'll be on Ballers.
Friday night. Times vary. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's fucking 12. But yeah, man, I like hang out with those guys too.
Man, I don't know how you do it that late, but that's awesome.
Fucking, it was 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. the other day. I slept all fucking day. Boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you sign up for Writhe Payne Book 2. Go check out US Assassin 4. It's on Indiegogo and Fund My Comic. Right now, we're closing in on 12 grand. Thank you, everyone who's backed. And go sign up for American Ninja launching end of August. Guys, make sure you watch Hatchet 3. We'll be talking about it next week, and we'll be back this Wednesday for Revolution. Thanks for watching.